We had 67,000 from that.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osean, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty.
Damn.
Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft.
Okay.
There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Which means we need an air superiority fighter. F-16s. The 15J is the Eagle. That's the air superiority version of the F-15 Strike Eagle. The C the hell, a laser. The Super Tomcat. We can bring some LMs. Ultimately, I want to get up the F-18s. Yeah, we're gonna buy the F-14 and we're gonna use this baby. We're fighting off a carrier, so it's only logical that we use carrier aircraft. You automatically come with these. These are good homing. Yep, we're just gonna take the normal ones. And these things look beefy. Oh, we have the previous ones too. Okay, cool. Now that is cool.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
I'm really liking the upgrade system in this. But traditionally, I really like almost called XCOM, Ace Combat games. So.
Mage 2, begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch. Mage 2 is away. Mage 2, specified altitude reached. Restrictions lifted. Good luck.
Two-seater.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation.
You're using F-16.
Golem and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck. Mage 1, Wilco.
Jesus, this aircraft is just meaty right now.
Stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can went wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins. Mage 2, bandit down. Excellent work. Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds. You can't evade a missile. Use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in an IG turn. Friendly paused. 4 remaining. Enemy movement detected. Repeat, your ass kicked. Reinforcements. We're surrounded. Fox 2. They got me. 3 remaining. Come for Fox 2. Fox 2. Evade. Continuing attack. Adjust. We got this. Mage 2. We need reinforcements now. Nice kill. 1 remaining. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear. I haven't even broken a sweat. Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break! Wait, what the hell? Caution! Missile! Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Jesus, this thing.
We just learned that Erusia is utilizing the arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time. Enemy has a radar lock.
Jesus!
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey. Missile did not connect. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron detail. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
The enemy's too fast. I can't keep up.
We'll pass that from exhaustion before the enemy wears down.
Golem 2, missile, evade. Evading.
Pull up.
This is Golem 3. Golem 2's hit. Quick status report. Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! Another friendly!
Skeleton 3 is lost.
Keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority. HQ, what's happening? Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell? Caution, all aircraft stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
Whoa, what was that?
Skeleton 2 lost.
We got incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they done it earlier, more of us would have survived the hearing.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape. Mocha, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger. Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies. Golem 2, head back to base. Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Jesus!
Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back in IC.
It won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Fox 2.
Oh, splashed him pretty easy.
Down. I'm spiked. Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy. Trigger, take the first runs of getting out of here, alright? Machines don't get tired. That boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing. More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat. You're mine. I'll make it quick. My status is fine. Affirmative.
This is Gargoyle 1. Leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts. Prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
What's that? Missing 30.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile!
It's that.
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against MSU-30. Twin tips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run. Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Portrait aircraft. We'll let you take it next time.
10 feet. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared.
Come on.
Browning, break off. Target destruction confirmed.
Golem and Mage Squadron, help us!
Get those UAVs off of France. up road. I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry. He's tied up now. Trigger, can you help him?
Down.
All UAVs have been splashed.
Ooh, Jesus.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with. Golem Squadron, Maid Squadron, withdraw.
Jesus, that thing is gonna be difficult.
H2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. The deck is clear. H2, you are cleared for landing. Lower your speed. 3,000 to carrier. H2, bank left. H2, lower your nose. You're too high. 1,500 to carrier. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
That was weird. I was actually speeding up.
H2, what's the problem? Land immediately. Lower your speed. H2, bank right. 1,500 to carrier. H2, lower your nose. You're too high.
Oh, it's fine because it's arrested gear.
H2. I knew you'd be back. Now return to base.
It's an arrested gear. That's right. You would never land that fast in a
Squadron,
carrier.
this is the situation. Golem and the other bases squadrons already joined forces.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
Ah, no wonder they're so good now.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osea's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Arusian princess rallying her people on the Arusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osea, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osea was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osea down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.